We're now going to answer this question before us. It says, let q of x be equal to this. If q of negative 1 is equal to q of 2 is equal to 0, find a and b. Well, notice that they've given us 2 points. Here they've told me that q of negative 1 is equal to 0. So what I'm going to do is sub in negative 1, 0. Okay, so that means 0 is going to be equal to 2, negative 1, 6 minus negative 1 cubed plus a, negative 1 squared plus b, negative 1 plus 20. All right, let's see if we can tidy this up. This is going to be 0 is equal to, now negative 1 raised to the power of 6. Remember, when you've got a negative base and you raise it to an even number, it's going to become positive. So this is just going to become 2. And remember, when you're raising it to a negative number, it stays negative, but then you've got a negative out here. So you're going to end up with negative 1, which is going to become plus 1. This is going to become plus a. This will be minus b. And that will be plus 20. And then you can gather 2, 1, and 20 together. That's going to give us 23 plus a minus b. And what we've just done there is created our first equation. So that's what we're going to call equation number 1. All right, we then continue on. We're then going to come over here and deal with our second one, which is q of 2. All right, so q of 2 is also equal to 0. So now I'm going to sub in 2 and 0. All right, so this is going to be 0 is equal to 2, 6 minus 2 cubed plus a 2 squared plus b 2 plus 20. All right, so this is going to become 0 is equal to 2 times 2 raised to the power of 6 is 128 minus 8 plus 4a plus 2b plus 20. We then gather things up. 128 minus 8 plus 20 will become 140 plus 4a plus 2b. I will then divide both sides by 2. 0 divided by 2 is 0. Half that, that's 70. Half that, that's 2a. And half that, that's b. That is now going to be our second equation. So that is number 2 there. All right, the next thing that we're going to do now is see if we can solve these using simultaneous equations. So remember, when you're using simultaneous equations, what you want to think is, all right, what do I have to do to get rid of one of the pronumerals? Well, do you see here how I have, and I'll do this in another color. Do you see how I have negative b and positive b? Well, if I add 1 and 2 together, I know that they'll go away. So we're going to go 1 plus 2. And you're going to see what happens when we do this. So we're now going to perform this. This is going to be the following. So this is going to be, if we come over here for a second, this is going to become 0 is equal to 23 plus 70 is equal to 93. Then it's going to be a plus 2a is 3a. And then negative b plus b just goes away. It is just 0. And now I can solve this for a. I can bring this over to the other side. And then I can divide both sides by 3. And that means I'm going to end up with negative 31 is equal to a. And there is one of my answers. To get the other one of my answers, I then am going to take this. So sub in a is equal to negative 31 back into one of your original equations. I think I'll sub it into equation number 1 here. So that means what I'm going to end up with is 0 is equal to 23. And then into the a spot, I'm putting negative 31 minus b. So this is going to end up being 23 minus 31, which is negative 8 minus b. Then this is going to become 8 is equal to negative b. Therefore, b is going to be equal to negative 8. And then once we've got that one, we're then going to conclude with just a sentence saying, hence, a is equal to negative 31 and b is equal to negative 8. And just like that, we've got our answer. So hence a is equal to negative 31 and b is equal to negative 8. And just like that, we're done. Hopefully you found this helpful.